Well, the checks from Apple and Samsung didn't clear this month, so you know what that means. Time to say something nice about a Pixel. Hey, what's up, fellas and most female fans? Steve Alicious here, back with the Pixel 4 XL. I know we covered it not that long ago on the Android 12 launch, but it is a night and day video compared to that one, because while I took mostly Android 12 to task on that video for ruining what was a fantastic experience on the Pixel 4 XL on Android 11, now they've mostly got it sorted out. And if you're talking about a Pixel experience that's running well, that's doing everything that you could ask for it to do at this point, for $219, Amazon link will be in the description. That's for Amazon Renewed. This is the best Pixel for your money right now in 2022, and that includes the Pixel 6. Now, there were a million people that had issues with the Pixel 4 XL running on Android 12 in that video, and you could go back and see the comment section of all the people that were having a ton of issues. Not just one or two things, but a whole host of issues people were having. If you have not had those solved yet, let me know in the comment section below, because I want to hear about that. I want to go back and test that, and if Google has to be yelled at again, then I'm certainly the one to do that. But from my perspective, it took them a while. It should have been released. It should have been right on the launch of Android 12, but now, in February 2022, this is running well again. And when you use it, and it's working as it's supposed to work, you could see why I think it's the best Pixel experience currently. Most of all, because it feels like a completed product. It doesn't feel like a prototype. It doesn't feel like a concept design. It doesn't feel like a beta. It feels like an actual finished product that's meant for release and meant for use. Unlike the Pixel 6, and they've solved a lot of issues with the Pixel 6, but it just doesn't feel right yet to me. It's good, but it's not as solid as this. And that's where the benefit of having iterations of devices comes into play. And everybody gets on iPhone, Apple, and Samsung for being boring and all the rest of it. It's the same every year. But there is benefit to that. They could work on things. They can have problems that arise in earlier models that they fix in later models. And there's a balance, right? You can't have it can't be iPhone have the same thing for freaking 10 years. All right, so there is an in-between. You could have 3 or so years of a rough design and then move on to something else, but you're able to work on it in that meantime. And it seems like Google, and they don't get a pass for this. They don't get a get out of jail free card because every release seemingly is a first generation. No, you make that decision. Nobody said, hey, you have to have a new design every year. They made that choice, so they have to live with the growing pains of that and the criticism that comes with that for people who pay good money. But the 4 feels like a solid, completed device. So let's go over what's been fixed. A big one, and the first one, is Face Unlock. It is now instant again. It is fantastic. It's working as well as before on Android 11, if not better than it was on Android 11. And I'll still get... How do I describe this if you've never used it before and you're thinking about it for that $219, which I actually run, don't walk, and pick this up if you can. Link will be in the description. But the Apple ID, Face ID works more consistently, but this is faster. But on occasion, you'll get it's not a bug. It'll ask you, move your face. It'll kind of move the phone and move it in a different position to get your face. And then it'll open up instantly. No additional swipe, no any of that stuff, which is really great, but really snappy. The one thing that this is doing better now on Android 12 than the Pixel 6, I think, is the refresh rate. So you get 90 hertz here, and it's running a lot smoother, whatever it is, the adaptive refresh rate. I've left adaptive refresh rate on. I haven't gone into developer settings and locked it at 90 frames. So it's doing a better job of scaling when it needs to scale on the 4XL rather than the Pixel 6. The one thing that you also pick up for that money that's not on the Pixel 6, because this is the XL, of course you get it on the Pro model, but on the Pixel 6, the original, you're picking up that Quad HD display again. So you're not dealing with 1080p. It's a great display. It's a great panel. You wish it got a little bit brighter, but that's okay. It mostly is okay. Does the job. Performance is better as well. We've gotten to the point now where I'm not getting UI crashes. I'm not getting any issues with apps. I'm not having any issues anymore. And I'm getting a beautiful scroll on Twitter. Everything is snappy, works as it should. And you could tell the frustration when I was doing the Android 12 video talking about the 4XL. Because it wasn't like these are things that popped up overnight. It wasn't like they released Android 12 and on release day, just everything broke and it was a nightmare. This was stuff that was broken in the beta in July on Android 12. And the anger that I had is they took a great experience that I had with the 4XL and they turned it into a terrible one. And it's not like they couldn't see it coming. They could see it coming. It was the slowest moving train ever, and they decided not to get out of the way of it. So, like I said, they don't get a pass for that. But I'm glad, at least on the 4XL, that they've been able to clean it up. And the battery life for me has improved over the updates as well. So before, when I was struggling to get that 3.5, 4 hours, now I'm up over 4.5, even inching towards 5, which for this device at this size, with the battery size that we're talking about, as far as the milliamp hours is concerned, is decent. I understand you can get more on other flagships, but it does what it does. I also like the design a lot. I feel like I understand the forehead I criticized, and rightfully so, even though that works well now too. The radar works perfectly on Android 12 now. You come within distance of it, the display, the always on display will pop on. If you leave the room, if you're not around, then it goes ahead and goes dark, and then of course it recognizes when you're getting close, and it does, which I like. I like the fact that they went back and fixed those things that were feature specific to this phone, right? So they're spending time on something that they don't have in any other device, which is good that they were able to go back and do that on the 4XL. But you're getting that flagship feel. You know, glass is glass, to quote somebody. And you're getting the nice aluminum frame and all the rest of it. And the button, you get the Panda design that we're kind of lacking now for the Pixel 6. But overall, I think if you're talking snappiness, if you're talking reliability, if you're talking performance, right now, especially if you could do pound for price, at this price range that you can get, you'd be fooling yourself. Everyone goes nuts about the Pixel 6. $599, $599, and it's great. If you're talking brand new device, it's great at $599. That build quality, absolutely flagship level. But if you want to go a little below that, if we're talking in the 200s, this is unbeatable build quality and performance. And so you get all the Pixel features. You get all those creature comforts that you love. You get the calling. You get the speech to text. You get all the rest of it that you're going to absolutely, astrophotography, all the stuff, all the camera stuff that you get. At this price point, it'd be tough to ask for more, especially since they're still experimenting on people. We're guinea pigs up there with the Pixel 6. And I know that's uncomfortable and all the rest of it, but that's what it is right now. It seems like they're guessing with Tensor. They don't have to guess with this. It's a Snapdragon 855. They've been programming on it for years. They know how to fix things. They went ahead and fixed things with mostly the December patch. They didn't have to wait till the January patch. They got things mostly cleaned up with the December patch. Running fantastic. If you want a Pixel, if you're hungry for that Pixel experience, which you should be because it's good. You know, I come on here and I give Pixel a lot of aggravation, mostly Google a lot of aggravation, and rightfully so, because they do a lot of aggravating things. But when it's done right, and it actually works, it is an enjoyable experience. And if you can get that with the reliability, with the updates, all the rest of it, at a price point that makes sense, which for this, that is just almost dumb, that deal. The price point absolutely makes sense, so you can talk about $599 all you want. I think the best deal, the best bang for your buck when it comes to Pixel in 2022 so far is the 4XL. I'm not getting that thing where the screen, half the screen's the keyboard, all the other UI issues, stuff crashing left and right, apps not working right. All that seems resolved, but then again, let me know in the comment section what your experience has been on that. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time. You know, this is how you do color. I wish they went back to the Google Pixel 1, that blue, the blue on the back of that phone was phenomenal. But this is good too. I like the fact that they went Panda here. But that shouldn't be phones released from Google. It doesn't at least have a Panda option, especially with that orange. Anyway, have that Steve-licious day.